little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team that wins.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players. It gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jones, and his throw's going to be incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Whip. Watch the whip.
From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended, giving 3 yards on the play. A gain of 3, second down. A look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they just held them to a field goal. So to them, that was an almost complete performance because, you know, when you really shut someone out, that's complete. But that's pretty darn good, isn't it?
From the 40 now on second down. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and
5. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. On first down, Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tighten down. There you go.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter with
no score after 1 on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 41, Jones. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Not to that. But 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best moment.
They got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Burns. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Jones' throw on target to Shepard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Jones heading up here first and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones now going to throw again. This is Shepard on the catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. There to stop him up. The defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch twist. Check that.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. He gets it to Cooks. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And what can they do to better account? The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Jones throwing on third and long. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 25. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Jones now to throw on third down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down right away if they can't stop him here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for New York. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
So now the Browns down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
I'm here all day. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. What? Go. 52. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Back to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
All right, they've picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Mike, 53.
To throw on third down. Jones. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the